fall peacefully to sleep. And then in the morning, you wake with a little bit of a start, as there is a knock at your door.
Is this me or is this you, Soren?
Oh, you right. She kind of like, I feel like it would spook her enough that she would just kind of do like a, okay. And she gets up, she like makes sure she's, properly buttoned. She kind of like mats her hair down. And she like very gingerly like opens the door and like looks through the crack and says like, hello?
As you look through the crack, you see a bronze dragonborn. Female, and she is standing about 6'4", fairly muscular in build, with a bit of white and blue sort of tabard that is over some just like light armor. And as she sees you, she kind of like stiffens up. God, doing all these female voices this time is really trying to get in my head. I did this to myself. It's fine. Oh, hello. Yes. Are you Sorcatia?
Yes. Yeah. That's me.
Hi. I'm a friend of Zendo's. I'm Cam.
Oh, you're Cam. And she like reaches her arm out and she like.
Oh, geez. Yes. Oh, right. Thank you. Yes.
I am so excited to talk to you about chromatic roses. Do you want to come in my room? And she like swings the door open and like she's still like a little tired, but she like swings the door open because like this is the first person that like has information for her. So she's more information than she's gotten so far.
Sure.
She swings the door open and she heads to is there like a coffee pot? Or like a service that she could like call or something to get like tea or like breakfast.
Yeah. As you're kind of like scouring the room, looking back, you notice there is a little, like a rope with a handle that literally just says for hot water. And then there is a like a serving tray with mugs and tea bags that are already there, ready for you.
Cool. So she's gonna kind of like putz around and go like, I literally don't live here, but do you want tea? Because I'm gonna make tea.
Sure. Yes, that would be lovely.
So she like.
Okay. And as you pull it down, you can feel there's kind of like some sort of mechanism that was in it, like a clicking. And then it like slowly retracts. So you know that you have either just summoned someone or something will happen shortly.
Cool.
And so she enters the room and just takes the armchair close to the hearth. Yes, so Zendo told me you're looking for chromatic roses.
Yes, I'm looking to cultivate them. And so I'm searching high and low, and I even took up a job like at this random inn. Anyway, yes, I am looking for them. What can you tell me about them?
Well, there isn't still a lot known. Not many studies have been extremely successful as far as trying to figure out how to specifically cultivate them. The most that has been documented is just something to do with large amounts of elemental energy. Have you been in possession of any, or like are you looking for specimens to study, anything like that?
Like specimens of chromatic roses or large quantities of elemental energy?
The roses.
I have literally never seen one. I just know they exist and I want to make one.
Oh, okay. Shoot. Well, I don't have any with me because I'm not exactly close to my storehouse. However, I did learn through the guild of a recent treasure map, and it had given a clue that I believe may lead us to a chromatic rose. I had been mulling it over for some time, but then once Zendo got in touch with me and said the word, it was like it kind of all clicked in place. But the message was, in shadows deep where colors fade, a bloom awaits, in silence laid, not just of red nor blue alone, in hues are many, yet not of stone. To claim this prize, you'll need a guide, a creature bare, no flesh to hide. And then some instruction, like the location I'm more certain about. It was more so what was hiding that I wasn't completely positive on. But a bloom that is not just of red or blue, but many hues, does make me think it could be a chromatic plant of some sort.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Well then, if you'd like, it'll make our travel take a little bit longer, but we could take a quick detour and go see if we could find it.
Yeah, I don't know that I have to be back at the guild at a certain time. I just have to make sure to get back to them at some point to check in. But yeah.
Oh, right. You were still provisional, right?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, no, Zendo told me all about the what was it, a mimic was what you had to fight?
Yeah.
Yikes.
They're tough little boogers.
Oh, it was just a little one?
Yeah. Literally never had to fight one of those before, so that was a great first.
Yeah, not quite the usual goblin or kobold that most people probably start with, but you know, you live and you learn, I suppose. Well, did you need to get breakfast or get anything before we head out?
Oh yeah, if I could just, I don't know why I said that like I'm from Minnesota. Oh yeah, if I could just if I can just get some tea in me and some scrambled eggs maybe. Yeah,
as you're almost like you're wishing it into existence, the bellhop call service, whatever, comes walking in with a kettle of hot water for you.
Cool.
Well, did you leave the door open?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, I just swung it open when she came in. So.
He just kind of walks up and is like, oh my
gosh, you brought the hot water. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and he like enters and then, he's like, anything else?
Do you all have scrambled eggs? My cat loves them.
Yeah, of course. We can scramble eggs.
Okay, I would love like two orders of your scrambled eggs and like a biscuit.
Perfect. Coming right up. He takes off. You guys have your breakfast, enjoy a nice little slow start to the morning. You can tell Cam is like a little eager to get going, and anything that you offer as far as like food or anything, she's like, oh no, I'm fine, I'm good. It's just like ready to go. So as you're heading back west, Cam leads you onto a small detour to the south. So you're kind of going southwest through some brambles and kind of going off the beaten trail a little bit into like a very overgrown part of the forest. Lots of like thorns that you're having to navigate through. Go ahead and give me... You can do survival or dexterity.
Okay.
I guess acrobatics is what I meant.
That's better.
Okay.
10.
10? Okay. So it doesn't slow you down too much. Cam is also not very deft on her feet, seeing as she's like this larger dragonborn. Which I forgot, I kind of left this out, but she is bronze in color, but she has like some little twinges of like green along the edges of her scales. So like a little bit of different coloration there. With like very deep amber eyes. But as she's leading you through this, you catch a few thorns here and there and just kind of like going through. She's like, I'm so sorry. I could have sworn I cleared some of this out last time, but it seems to be growing back quickly. And finally, you make it to this circular stone, like, not quite an altar, platform, I think is what I'm looking for. That has multiple feline statues that are around the perimeter of it, with a with a bronze brazier in the center. It's like coming up from like a little pillar, and she leads you over to it. Go ahead and give me a investigation check.
$16.
Nice. Okay. So with that, in the brazier, there's another cat statue, but it is skeletal in nature. The rest of the ones around you, with a 16, you're now kind of taking in, they are at like sort of different states of decay. Like there's one that is very pristine and obviously like the most healthy, and then as they go around, the one closest to it is like almost skeletal, but still has like some parts of it that aren't. Underneath the paw of the little one that's in this brazier, you see a little package that has like cord tied around it. What do you do?
I think let's just go like examine the outer statues, any one of them really, just to see if there's anything like movable or pushable or, you know.
Yeah.
Sure. Give me, let's do perception again.
Okay. How's an 8 do you?
Do an 8 do?
What are you, so you're looking for anything that moves.
Yeah.
What are you?
That D20 needs to go to jail.
I'm using 2 different ones, so
That's wild.
What's your thought process? What do you?
I absolutely don't know. The thing that it seems like is that I'm supposed to try to get the cat in the brazier to let go of its package, right? So I'm trying to figure out what I need to do to make that occur. And aside from fully putting out the fire, which I don't know how to do.
It's currently not lit.
Okay.
But the statue is burned black.
Okay.
The package does not seem to be touched by any fire.
Okay.
Your perception, going back to your investigation roll with a 16, if you were trying to see if the package was wedged in there with like a quick little like flick, it is loose.
Well then forget it. I pick up the package.
Okay. As you untie it, you find it is a full deck of playing cards. It has 13 of each suit, as well as 2 jokers. All the face cards are regal-looking cats depicted, and the 2 jokers are dogs. With your investigation, you would also notice that behind the cards, as you pulled them out of the package, there is something else scrawled on it, and it says, our small feline friends, their wit most distinguished, push to great ends, their chances extinguished.
Feel like then so the way my brain saw this was like, we got down here, at the time we thought it was lit, so Sorcatia starts pushing shit and she's like, oh wait, it's not lit, and she goes up, she gets the pack, and she's like, cards, and then she sees the poem and she's like, okay, so then she like wraps it all up and like goes back to the other statues and just starts pushing random ones, like with no regard for which one or how hard. She's just like,
And Cam is just kind of like standing there, like taking some of this in.
I mean, what, she like looks over at Cam and she goes like, I mean, what would you do? Sorry, you're the professional. I just got excited.
No, you're fine. I mean, if you want to keep poking at it, we can count this as part of your provisional or whatever. I'll assume you share with her like the poem.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I mean, what do you think it means? Because in my mind, hearing like feline friends push to great lengths, well, we've got a bunch of feline friends around us, but what's the great length they need to be pushed on? You know what I mean?
Sure. Small feline friends, wit most distinguished, push to great ends, their chances extinguished.
Do we need to like maybe annoy the statues?
I don't know. I mean, we have a brazier, and it's talking about extinguishing.
Yeah.
So I feel like we need fire of some sort somewhere.
Oh.
Or you can go try to pet the statue.
I was literally, maybe I'm taking this poem too literally, but push to great lengths, you know, when a cat, or at least my cat, she like gestures to Cromar. She's like, at least my cat, you know, when I pet him too much, like he's at the end of his rope and then he bites me.
This is true. Yeah. I mean, you could see.
Kim's like, okay.
you could see if petting the statue in the brazier makes it bite you. I mean, maybe that's part of it. It doesn't do anything.
Like, hey, she's just like, okay, well, at least we know we can rule that out. Absolutely.
Yep, that's the scientific method. So we're all good. If you want, I mean, I do breathe a little fire. I could light the brazier for you if you want. See if that does anything.
Yeah, give it. It's worth a try.
She just kind of leans down close to it, and like she doesn't see anything in it as far as like tender or whatever. But she just lets out like a little like like a sort of, and it's just like the littlest like pilot flame kind of goes out into it, almost like she just spat a little bit of flame out. And yeah, the brazier lights up. Somehow, yeah, it's just burning now. She's like, okay, so fire.
So closer. That's way better.
Something. What chances extinguished? How do you extinguish the chance of a cat?
Chances
Carry
of
on.
cats.
Yeah.
Is that the cards? Maybe.
Maybe.
Extinguish. Should we burn the cards? That seems final. Seems like a bad thing to do if we're not sure.
Seems like
we've got a lot of them. We could try some of them.
Should we start with the dogs? Because cats hate dogs? Am I being too literal? She says, and she leans back.
Well, the poem doesn't say anything about dogs, so I'm just not sure if that would really do anything.
That's fair.
She takes like a random number and just puts it in the fire.
Okay. Roll a d10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
5.
9.
As you throw the 5 into the fire, the card burns, and then the fire, it was like a smaller like flame that was just underneath. So like if you have the brazier that's like this full bowl, you have the little statue in the center of it. The fire was just under the center of the statue, and it has now crawled out a tiny bit more.
Again, ha ha, again. She puts another one in there.
Okay.
Again.
6.
Okay. It crawls a little bit bigger.
And then the 7.
Okay. And a little bit bigger.
8.
Okay.
9.
Okay.
10.
It goes down a little.
Oh. What?
Takes it back out.
Well, burnt. Take it back out.
No.
So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but it didn't like the 10 lives. Do the 4.
A little bit bigger again.
3,
Bigger.
2,
Bigger.
1.
The ace, yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be about right. Maybe because it went down a little? What did you throw in first?
5.
5? Okay. Roll me a d20 real quick just to see if Cam figures something out for you.
9.
No.
Okay.
Cam
Nah.
is stuck. She's like, the numbers seem to be working. But
They
we
mean
put
something.
one wrong one in. I don't know if that means we need more or less.
The brazier, is there, like, can we tell that there is more that needs to be lit up, or does it look fully lit to us?
Looks like it needs a little bit more.
Okay. Is it like rings that it's filling and getting fuller? Or is it just like the fire like expands?
It expands. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, find another 9
Okay.
and put it in.
Okay. That fills it up.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you hear a click, and the whole platform begins to rotate. And Cam like looks up with a jolt and looks over. She's like, "Oh my god, what did you do?
Just put a different one in. I just
like,
put another
holds
one in.
the cards up.
Great, cool, fine, awesome, yes, okay."
The chamber of
And
secrets is open.
It like rotates about 1/4, and there is now a stairway that is exposed that leads below it. Sorcatia swan
Like
dives.
Taylor Swift at the Eras concert.
All right. As you descend into the chamber below, you come down the stairs, and there is a long, almost like what you would think of for. Only thing that comes to mind is like a stone passageway, almost like you would think sewers, but not dirty. It's just like very overgrown. There's a lot of foliage that's down along the base of it, with some vines that are spread around across the top, with a slow trickle of water that's coming through. At the end of this passage, about 30 feet in, you can see a single crystal pedestal that has a vine that is wrapped around it, and at the top there is a glowing green rose.
She just like stands there and stares at it.
Cam just comes up behind you and is like, "Oh my goodness, are you gonna take it, or?"
Sorry, I feel like I'm in the presence of a celebrity. How far away is it from us?
So it's about 30 feet away. Yeah.
Okay. So she's, I guess, she's gonna slowly walk up to it as if it's the West Wing, and she's gonna approach it, not unlike a familiar Disney IP princess, with like reverence. Yeah.
All right.
And she's gonna reach out to like just like touch one of the petals or something. I don't know.
Yeah. As you come up to it, you can feel like some sort of arcane charge that is emitting from it. And as you just crest your hands behind the flower itself, there is just the littlest amount of give, but you can tell that you can easily just remove it. Okay.
She picks it.
You pick it, and you have now claimed your first chromatic rose.
Doodly-beedly-doo.
Wow.
Yeah. And another level. Yeah. And that's where we will end that session.
Yay!
You're now level 3.
Did it.
It's a green one.
Do you want to level up now?
Sure. Yeah, we can do that.
All right. Except we are going to level 3. Oh, we get to pick our bard college. At 3rd level, you delve into the advanced techniques of a bard college of your choice. The College of Lore, detailed at the end of the class description, or another player's handbook, or another from the player's handbook or other sources. Your choice grants you features at 3rd level and again at 6th and 14th level. So, based on what I have access to, we've got College of Lore, College of Valor, and College of Spirits.
I'm just gonna pull up descriptions on all those.
So is next session Sorcatia goes to college? Is that...
Yeah.
Bards of the College of Lore know something about most things, collecting bits of knowledge from sources as diverse as scholarly tomes and peasant tales. Whether singing folk ballads in taverns or elaborate compositions in royal courts, these bards use their gifts to hold audiences spellbound. When the applause dies down, the audience members might find themselves questioning everything they held to be true, from their faith in the priesthood of the local temple to their loyalty to the king.
Okay.
College of
Make you question everything you've ever known.
What's their deal? Okay, College of Valor. Bards of the College of Valor are daring skalds whose tales keep alive the memory of the great heroes of the past, and thereby inspire a new generation of heroes. These bards gather in mead halls or around great bonfires to sing the deeds of the mighty, both past and present. They travel the land to witness great events firsthand, and to ensure that the memory of those events doesn't pass from the world. With their songs, they inspire others to reach the same heights of accomplishment as the heroes of old. So a little bit of like history, tradition, upholding like where we've come from, archival type beat.
Yeah.
Okay, College of Spirits. Bards of the College of Spirits seek tales with inherent power, be they legends, histories, or fictions, and bring their subjects to life. Using occult trappings, these bards conjure spiritual embodiments of powerful forces to change the world once more. Such spirits are capricious, though, and what a bard summons isn't always entirely under their control.
Are you feeling drawn a certain way?
I think there's a lot of I think the bard, the College of Spirits definitely leaves some room for some silly stuff, because it's like, oh shit, like I conjured a ghost. Yeah. What do you know?
Not again.
But also like she could use, I don't know, that one's kind of interesting. But I think the bard, the College of Lore, I kind of like the like Renaissance woman like type.
Yeah. think that kind of makes sense given the fact that like Bard chose her a little bit. Like she knows a lot about other things.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Okay, let's do that.
College of Lore.
You actually just got like a loot of Google where you can just like ask it a question when you strum it.
Yeah. At 3rd level, we get to choose 2 of our skill proficiencies. Our proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check that you make that uses either of the chosen proficiencies. So we can do acrobatics, arcana, insight, nature, perception, and performance. And we get 2 of them.
Okay. Which ones are we like lowest in?
I wish let me see if I can pull this up on my other screen.
Sure.
Just to like make it a little easier.
Mm-hmm.
I think all of these we already technically have proficiency in.
Okay.
So this is just adding more on top of that. So all of these are like really good already.
Yeah.
Yeah, because bards naturally get half proficiency with like all skills, so you could just strengthen one.
So this is doubling the proficiency bonus on any of these. So we could be a +10 to acrobatics if we wanted, or like a +8 to
I feel like
proficiency.
Because she's a smarty pants and like she was dominantly like academic before she got chosen to be a bard. Like her insight might be a good one to give into.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now we've got acrobatics, arcana, nature, perception, performance.
I feel like I would say either nature or performance, but and I'm leaning towards nature because of the nature of her business, and performance is still a little new for her.
If I could put a vote in, I would say probably either nature or arcana, seeing as it's a magical plant.
Sure. Okay. What do you think, Caitie?
Yeah, let's do arcana.
Cool.
Okay, bonus proficiencies. When you join the College of Lore at 3rd level, you gain proficiency with 3 skills of your choice.
Oh my gosh.
Well.
And nature and insight.
Yeah, so let's go ahead. Well, we can't select nature because we already have proficiency in that.
Okay.
So acrobatics because we're an entertainer, or arcana because we're an entertainer. Like literally that's in there as like acrobatics entertainer kind of a thing.
Gotcha.
Okay. Animal handling, athletics, which is our lowest score right now, deception, history, intimidation, investigation, medicine, persuasion, religion, sleight of hand, stealth, survival.
Let's do athletics.
Okay.
How many are we picking? 3?
3.
Okay.
Let's do persuasion.
Cool.
And then last one. Choices are acrobatics, animal handling, arcana, deception, history, intimidation, investigation, medicine, religion, sleight of hand, stealth, survival.
You said investigation was on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
We also get cutting words. So also at 3rd level, you learn how to use your wit to distract, confuse, and otherwise sap the confidence and competence of others. When a creature you can see within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll or an ability check or a damage roll, you can use your reaction to expend 1 of your bardic inspiration, rolling a bardic inspiration die and subtracting the number rolled from the creature's roll. You can use this feature after the creature makes its roll, but before the DM determines whether the attack roll or ability check succeeds or fails, before the creature deals its damage. The creature is immune if it can't hear you or if it's immune to being charmed.
Huh.
Cool.
So it's after the roll is made, but before it's decided if it's successful or not?
Yeah. Are we doing the deck of many things now?
Yeah. All right, and then as a little bonus, after you are done leveling up, I am going to pull the next 3 cards from the deck of many things to decide what Sorcatia will be up to next, or at least the theming, seeing as you guys had a poll for what she did last time. But that's how I decided the themes for this last one, which I can make a post about or something if you guys want.
Yeah.
So our first card.
Maybe you can. Oh.
Let's say the well.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting.
We're gonna fall.
Monstrosity.
Can you put it closer to the camera?
It's an owl bear.
It's an owl bear.
But it does say monstrosity. So.
It'll probably be fine. And
Skull, perfect.
Skull.
Ooh, that scythe is so neat.
That's cool.
Maybe
yes,
we.
It is our.
Well, monstrosity, skull.
Time to die.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
It'll probably be okay.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
It'll probably be a very light-hearted session.
Yeah.
Friendship and stuff.
Okay. Well, that's it for us this week. Thanks so much for spending time with us today, and thanks to Noah Trumbull for the use of our theme song. There's a link to his Instagram in our episode down below, and be sure to give him a follow and stay up to date on all of his music and projects that he's working on.
Yeah. If you're enjoying the show, there are a couple things we'd really appreciate it if you do. The first one is to leave us a review or comment. Either one, both are helpful. They help each other, help other people find us. You help each other find us by leaving a review or a comment. Anyway, second, follow us wherever you get your podcasts so that you can get to these episodes quicker and easier. And then lastly, follow us on Facebook and Instagram because we post stuff there and it's a fun time.
We sure do. And we also want to hear from you. So if something came up today in our conversation in this session that made you think or gave you an idea or inspired you, or you have a topic that you want to hear from us next, we would love to hear about that. Either comment on our socials or shoot us an email at chromaroses@gmail.com. That's CHROMAROSES@gmail.com. And that's all lowercase. And we can't wait to hear from you.
This has been another episode of Chromatic Roses. I'm Caitie.
And I'm Soren.
And I'm TJ.
Nice.
Mommy those hobbies.
Okay, love you.
Okay, love you. Bye.